The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
All day, every day.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Green 80. 53 is the mark. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Slam.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Wilson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you, alert. Coming after you.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Steps away to his touchdown, Eagles. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
From the 29, Rosen. This one caught by Isabella. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Balaj. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike, 55.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go back to Grant, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now it's Rosen. Dancing to his left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, it's Grant. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Corey Grant, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now Wilson. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. A gain there of 21 yards. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Now he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, Zoo.
Here's Rosen to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. This is Grant. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. On play action, Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. After the interception, here's Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd down and goal. Wilson being chased out left. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chandler Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And some room to maneuver. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Big chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a carry for Sanders. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
At the 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Let's go.
So